Chaos will test everything you say you believe. It doesn't ask for permission. It shows up unannounced, unexpected, and unapologetic. But your ability to stay calm in the middle of it is not a gift. It's a skill. It's trained. It's earned through repeated exposure to pressure, and the decision to not let the storm outside become the storm inside. Staying calm is not about pretending everything is okay. It's about remaining grounded when it's not. It's about recognizing that your power lies in how you respond, not what happens. The world may spin. People may panic, but your response is yours to command. And that control begins with awareness. You cannot control chaos, but you can control your breathing. You can control your posture. You can control your inner narrative. That is how calm is built. You slow down your breath so you don't speed up your panic. You straighten your spine so you don't collapse into defeat. You choose your thoughts so you don't surrender to the worst-case scenario. Most people are reactive. They live in a cycle of emotional whiplash. Every problem becomes a panic. Every delay becomes a disaster. But you were not built to live like that. You were built for discipline. And discipline means you don't react to everything that demands your attention. You pause. You assess. You lead yourself. Calm is not weakness. It's strength under control. It's the quiet decision to respond with wisdom when emotion screams for chaos. It's the refusal to let circumstances define your character. It's what separates leaders from followers, warriors from worriers, builders from breakers. You must stop outsourcing your peace. If your calm depends on the world being calm, you'll never know peace. But if your calm is trained, anchored, rehearsed, then chaos only reveals what's already within you. And if what's in you is steady, then what's around you can't shake you. This is not about detachment, it's about direction. You feel the weight, you see the pressure, but you decide how you carry it. That's what separates the disciplined from the desperate, the ones who pause and choose their next move from the ones who panic and lose themselves in the noise. If this message is grounding you, take a moment to like this episode, share it with someone who needs stillness in the storm, comment below with what you're choosing to stay calm through, and subscribe so we can keep building this mindset together. You learn to stay calm by embracing what you can't control and doubling down on what you can. That means not letting rumors rattle you, not letting other people's fear dictate your focus, not letting uncertainty break your process. Your discipline is your anchor. You stay calm because you know the difference between urgent and important. You stay calm because you've trained your mind to respond, not react. Chaos will tempt you to abandon structure, to drop your standards, to chase quick fixes. Don't. When pressure rises, your systems matter more, not less. Your morning routine, your workout, your planning, your breathing, all of it becomes essential. They don't eliminate chaos. They equip you to face it. Stoic calm is about showing up to chaos with structure. You face what's in front of you without folding. You meet tension with stillness. You meet frustration with control. And even if your heart is racing, your habits stay solid. That's leadership. That's mastery. That's power. You don't have to control everything. You just have to control enough. Control your tone, your pace, your presence. When everything around you is loud, be the quiet. When everything is fast, be the still. When the world rushes to speak, learn to listen. That's how you protect your mind in a world that's losing it. And here's the secret most people won't tell you. The more you practice calm, the more chaos teaches you. It sharpens you. It exposes the weak spots in your preparation. It reveals where your peace is fake, and it invites you to grow, not in spite of chaos, but through it. Staying calm is not about never feeling fear. It's about not letting fear lead. It's about stepping back mentally, even when everything is pulling you forward emotionally. You slow down your thinking. You widen your perspective. You remind yourself of what matters, and you refuse to be hijacked by temporary chaos. Your nervous system listens to your thoughts. If your inner voice is frantic, your body follows. If your thoughts are disciplined, your breathing reflects it. Your pace follows. Your decisions sharpen. That's the link. That's why mindset isn't optional in chaos, it's survival. You can't always control what happens, but you can always decide what it means. And meaning is power. Meaning takes what's stressful and turns it into strategy. It turns a breakdown into a breakthrough, a loss into a lesson, a delay into development. Calm doesn't come from ease. It comes from interpretation, from how you frame the moment. So frame it well. Speak slow. Move with intent. Choose your next step based on your mission, not your mood. This is how you lead yourself through storms. Not perfectly, not without struggle, but with a posture that says, I don't bend to chaos, I build in it. People will wonder how you stay composed when things are falling apart. The answer is repetition. You've practiced peace. You've trained your mind. You've disciplined your response. And while they react from emotion, you respond from principle. That's the difference. That's the strength. In chaos, people follow presence. They follow the one who stays steady when everything shakes. And that presence isn't natural. It's forged. In repetition, in pressure, in solitude. Calm is a leadership tool, a mental weapon, a statement that says, I will not let the moment dictate who I am. To master calm, you must embrace discomfort. You must be willing to sit in uncertainty without rushing to fix it. You must become familiar with resistance. Let it sharpen you. Let it strengthen you. The more you embrace pressure, the less power it has over you. You don't avoid chaos by being afraid of it. You overcome it by being stronger than it. Not louder, not faster, just more grounded, more centered, more intentional. That's how you walk through fires and don't come out burned. You move slowly, you breathe fully, you act with clarity, not confusion. And don't mistake calm for avoidance. Calm doesn't mean passive, it means precise. You speak only when it builds. You move only when it counts. You don't waste energy on drama. You invest energy in direction. That's the discipline. That's the edge. You learn to sit with what is, not run from it. You slow your steps so you don't trip over panic. And when you do that consistently, calm becomes your default. Not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. So when the next wave comes, and it will, you don't panic. You prepare. You don't overreact. You observe. You don't spiral. You anchor. You remind yourself that storms are part of the process. But panic is not. Fear is natural. But submission is optional. The strongest people are not those who never feel chaos. They're the ones who stand tall in it, who manage their inner world while the outer world breaks down, who carry peace like armor and lead with it even when they feel the weight of the moment. Train your calm. Rehearse your response. Choose to slow down when others speed up. Speak low when others raise their voice. Decide who you will be before the chaos calls your name. That's preparation. That's the groundwork for resilience. You won't always feel calm, but you can always return to it. Through breath, through clarity, through self-leadership. Chaos reveals your training. So train in peace what you want to keep in pressure. Stay steady, stay disciplined, stay calm. That's how you walk through fire and come out forged. You don't need to fix everything. You just need to face it without losing yourself. That's the essence of calm. It's the power to stand in a situation and not let the situation dictate your identity. You remain the same regardless of the noise, the pressure, the confusion. Your calm is your compass. It keeps you locked into your purpose. It keeps you aligned when chaos wants to scatter your focus. That doesn't mean you don't adjust, but you don't abandon. You don't collapse. You don't switch who you are based on what the moment throws at you. And when you can do that, not once, but consistently, you become the person others look to. You become the stabilizer, not because you're perfect, but because you've practiced. You've failed and reset. You've broken and rebuilt. And through it all, you've anchored deeper into clarity. This is the discipline most ignore, the mental strength most never build. But if you want to lead, if you want to last, if you want to be strong under pressure, there's no other way. Choose calm, over and over again. Every day gives you a chance to practice peace, to regulate instead of react, to lead instead of lash out. Don't wait for life to get easier. Train to meet it stronger. That's how you rise. That's how you lead. And that's how you keep your power, by learning to stay calm in the middle of chaos. Let the world tremble. You stay still. The strength to be still is not found in the absence of pressure, but in the presence of clarity. Train that clarity, and chaos will never control you.